Hey guys, today I want to give you some quick tips and really basic tips on using the LimeLight Cream Botanical Foundation that is made by RCMA. I would really encourage you to check out RCMA online, do a Google search and read all about this amazing product that's been around forever and that professional makeup artists have been using for 50 years. So before you use the RCMA foundation, it's really important that you prep your skin. And by prep your skin, I mean you need to get your skincare on, girls. So using your, wash your face, make sure you're exfoliating once a week. That helps get all those dead skin cells off and restores your skin. And then you're going to want to apply your serums and moisture. I use the Sotox serum every day. I promise you, if it came in gallon sized, I would dip my whole body in it. But so far, LimeLight has not come out with that, so that won't be happening yet. This is a great one for your eyes and under eye area. And I'm going to use the Skin Therapist by LimeLight. It's the moisturizer that is for drier or maturing skin, combination skin. It's a really nice moisturizer and does a great job of prepping your skin. Be gentle with your skin when you're putting your products on. You don't want to pull on it too much or irritate your skin too much. And when I'm around my eyes, I like to use my ring finger. It's a little less pokey of a finger. And I don't know, I was always told to apply my eye creams and serums and stuff and things with my ring finger, so I do. Okay, on to the foundation itself. So I have this handy dandy palette with 2 concealers and my foundation in it. And I don't use concealer every day, but I will throw in a couple of tips for concealer. If you like concealer under your eyes especially, so little goes a long way. Like I literally tap my finger into my concealer and that is how much I use. You see that? Like it's not a lot. And under your eyes and just tap, tap, tap. This is a product that you can use too much of and it will get thick and creasy under your eye if you use too much. So a little goes a long way. Play around with it. Start off with very little. Be so impressed with the fact that that little square of concealer is going to last you forever. And under your skin, under your eyes it goes. You can use this concealer to cover age spots or sunspots or freckles, acne, whatever you might have going on with your skin. And then go ahead and apply your foundation. So here are my tips. If you're just taking the foundation out of its pan and smearing it all over your face, that's totally okay. If you are using a beauty blender or makeup sponge or foundation brush, that's okay too. But here's some tips to make it go a lot easier for you. So this is what I like to do. See how I have that like little spot scraped out right there? I use the end of my makeup brush, my foundation brush, and I scrape a little pea-sized amount out and onto my hand. Why do I do this? Because the RCMA foundation works the best if you warm it up to skin temperature. And it's easiest to do that if you put it on your hand and just kind of rub it in. It'll instantly warm up. It's much easier to apply and spreads a lot nicer. So dot the foundation. I'm only going to do half of my face with this for now. And I'm going to do, I don't know, I would call this medium coverage. Nice thing about this foundation is you can build it. So say you get your foundation on and you say to yourself, wow, I need a lot more coverage through here or all over or whatever the situation may be, you can do that. So take your tool of choice. I'm using my foundation brush from LimeLight right now and start working that product into your skin. You can use your fingers, you can use a foundation brush, you can use a makeup sponge, you can use a beauty blender. I don't know, maybe there's some other things out there that I don't even know about yet. but these are all acceptable ways. This stuff is so very forgiving, ladies. You do not have to worry about it getting clumpy or drying too fast. That's a really great thing about it. Gosh, I almost forgot that. So you know how some liquid foundations in particular, you have to get them on and work with them, and then you have to, you know, very quickly work with them, or they dry, and then you're stuck with whatever you just did to yourself. Well, this stuff is incredibly forgiving, and until you set it, you can move it around. So if you want to, you know, if you want to buff some of it out, if you want to remove some of it or add more to it, you can totally do that, and nothing terrible is going to happen, I promise. Let me just give you an idea here what that coverage looks like. Awesome, right? It just evens your skin tone out. And like I said, if I want to build this now, like, you know, maybe I've got some hot date or something and I want my skin to look more porcelain and perfect, I can build this up and have heavier coverage. But a lot of people are over heavy coverage makeup and foundation and are like, I don't want this heavy cream stuff. I want my foundation to be sheer. Oh, well, guess what? RCMA foundation is awesome for you because you can take a tiny little pea-sized amount of foundation, put it on your hand, because remember, we're going to warm it up. And before you warm it up, go ahead and take a tiny bit of your moisturizer next to your foundation and mix it together. And what this does is it instantly turns that foundation into more of a liquid, much sheerer product, and you can very, very easily apply it all over your face. Again, it's completely workable. Even though you've got it sheared out, you don't have to worry about it drying or turning into some orange monster. You can use your beauty blender or your makeup brush and buff it out. And it's completely even coverage, even though it's a little more sheer, and is gonna let your natural skin perfections and imperfections show through. So if you're one of those people that has some gorgeous freckles and you don't want to cover them up with a heavier coverage foundation, this is completely an option for you. Or maybe you don't like the feel of a heavier foundation on your face, but you want your skin tone to be evened out a little bit, perfect option. So after you get your foundation applied and you've got it all perfect and as thick as you want it to be, the next thing you're going to want to do is set your foundation using the setting powder and a powder brush. I typically only apply foundation through the T-zone here. You can apply it all over. If you prefer a more matte foundation look, you can even do a couple of coats. You know, you can apply your powder and then give it a few minutes and apply a little bit more. But I like to dot it where I want it, and under your eyes especially get your powder, and then because it's going to set that concealer and that powder in and not allow it to crease up on you, and just buff it out. You can see, even though this powder is white, it does absolutely nothing at all to change the way the foundation looks on your skin, except for it just sets it in place, and now it's going nowhere all day long. You can go do whatever you're gonna do and not have to worry about your makeup sliding halfway down your face during the day. It's so awesome. And just one more little tip. I'm gonna go ahead and take some blush number 6 and apply that to my cheeks. And this blush is really kind of, I don't know, it's something between a blush and a bronzer, but it's not really a bronzer. It's not really a highlighter. It just gives your skin the most beautiful glow. You can't mess it up. It just, don't you think that's awesome? I think it's awesome. I can go ahead and do a couple of matte eyeshadows or even just a little bit of mascara and a lip gloss, and I can be out the door right now. So I hope those tips and tricks helped you for getting the most out of your foundation. And I appreciate you watching, and good luck with your new foundation.